Hey there, thanks for clicking in. This is Amy McGruddy, your real estateologist, bringing you some information on Aire, located in the city of Pompano Beach, Florida. Pompano Beach is a city just north of Fort Lauderdale, and Aire is a 1,500-acre piece of land where they've developed more than 5,000 condos, villas, and some single-family homes on Aire property. I call it the campus, the Aire campus. So yeah, we have over 5,000 units at Aire, 1,500 acres, super convenient to like the executive airport in Fort Lauderdale. So if you're looking for an affordable place to have in South Florida, you just want to come in on your private plane, come into the executive airport, just down one exit off of 95, right down the street. It's a small airport. You can land your plane there and come to Aire. And don't forget, if you're not living in Aire, you can always use the executive airport too if your mode of transportation and preferred method of reaching Broward County is by private plane or helicopter. There's also another airport in East Pompano where the Goodyear blimp is hangared, and small planes can fly in there as well. So yeah, now that I told you what we're going to be doing today, we're going to look at some open houses today at Aire. But before that, I just want to remind you to subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell, and reach out to me in the comments if you have any additional information on Aire or any questions on Aire. Hit me up, because it's a great, affordable community with community centers, 3 golf courses. There used to be 5 golf courses, but let me see, the development was started like in the 70s and ran through the 80s. It took a decade to build it all out, and started with, it was one of the first golf course communities developed in Broward County, Florida. Over time, it's kind of changed, and it's more affordable second homes or affordable places to live in South Florida. So that's good to know about it. Yeah, it was developed in the 60s, according to my notes and my research. I do research, don't forget. I'm your real estateologist and a real estate researcher. So what I've come up with is that Aire was developed between the 60s and the 80s. All kinds of choices for you, 5,000 units to choose from. The price range will run you from, right now in 2025, about $145,000 for a 1-bedroom that needs work, to about $840,000 for one of the single-family homes in the complex. So that's your range, very affordable, from $145,000 to $840,000. Nothing over $1 million yet. So conveniently located to 95 Turnpike. So therefore, easy to get to Miami, out west, up north, Palm Beach. It's a fabulous area. They have a Publix grocery store, like pretty much right here on campus. It's technically a little bit off-site, but it's as soon as you leave the complex of Aire, there's a Publix there. Across Powerline Road, there's the Harrah's Casino. It used to be the Casino Isles. Before that, it used to be where the Trotters ran, the horse track. So it was a horse track for a while with Trotters. Then it was the Isle Casino, and then it was sold to Harrah's. And Harrah's is really developing it into a really nice complex. There's Topgolf there. There's a nice casino. There's a lot of shopping. So stay tuned on that, because there's a lot of growth going on in Pompano Beach, which is why I'm bringing you a series of videos on Pompano Beach. It's still a little bit more affordable than Fort Lauderdale, super close. So what else did I want to tell you about Aire? I just want to show you some of the property. I'm kind of standing around the gazebo. There's a lot of green space in Palm Aire. And then you'll see, like in the distance, you'll see one of the buildings. So there's probably over 100 buildings, because you have a whole lot of units over here. And the city of Pompano Beach has a pretty good influence. Look how pretty it's landscaped. The condo fees are pretty affordable as well. Each building, sometimes multiple buildings, but no more than like 3 or 4 buildings, are managed by a condo association. So it runs the gamut on what the condo fees are, what the financial strength of the buildings are in here, and what the views are in here. There are lots of walking trails and trails, you can see right here, and bike trails. So around this green space and around the whole complex, it's super friendly for walking and riding your bikes and all that stuff. It's also really close to the beach, which is only probably 2 miles tops to get to the beach. So really well situated piece of property. So with all that being said, I am going to take you, your real estateologist here, that's me, I'm going to take you to look at some open houses today. So let's do it, and let's go. Okay, so let's enter Palm Aire from 21st Avenue. This would be the route you'd take if you know the back ways and to get into Pompano. The first thing you see on the right is the public shopping center. Super convenient for all the residents of Palm Aire. This is our entrance into the Palm Aire community from 21st Avenue. I'll take you on a little spin before we go in and look at an open house. Go past the Herb Skolnick Community Center. That's not paid for or maintained by Palm Aire. It's paid for and maintained by Parks and Rec with the city of Pompano, so that's nice. 4-way stop. See how these guys look. Okay, I make the first left in here so you can get an idea of what buildings are in Palm Aire. On the left and the right, there are mainly mid-rises. So the buildings in Palm Aire are 2-story buildings, 4-story buildings, 5-story buildings, up to 10 stories. Some of them are 9. To the right, another park, tennis courts and pickleball courts. There's a little 2-story building. Over here is called the Oaks section. OAKS. There's a lot of white oak trees here. It's a nice little section. So we're just south of Atlantic Boulevard, and we're between Powerline Road and the Turnpike. So you see lots of green space. The Oaks and Cypress Estates and Vizcaya, I think, are the nicer sections of Palm Aire. And there's a golf course on the left because there's a lot of green space. Some of the buildings over here will allow you to have pets, but a lot of the buildings in Palm Aire do not allow pets. So just be mindful of that. And each building is separately managed by a separate association, so keep that in mind. Here we got the Palm Aire Country Club. Still a big golf community. If you like golfing and you want an affordable place to live and easy access to the golf courses, this is the spot. To the right, we have some holes. To the left, we have some 2-story condos that look out onto the golf course. And it just goes on and on. I don't even know how many pools are on this 1,500-acre site, but there's a lot. Whatever building you live in, it's super easy to get to one of the pools. You'll see here coming up on the right, these are some of the single-family homes or villas. Most of them are about 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. They have 1 to 2 car garages, and those will run you probably $600 and up. We're going to turn around because I'm going to go on the other side of the canal now, where some of the open houses are, to show you what's available on the power line or in the North Course and South Course Drive section. On there. I'm going to swing around. A little confusing too when you come to Palm Aire, whether you're coming by yourself or with me. Like you'll see, this is the 99 building. The address is not 99. They have a different number for the building and a different number for the address and your GPS. And on the little signs, they'll give you a hint. So just be mindful if you're coming here without me. So the building 99 address is 821 Cypress Boulevard. Has nothing to do with 99. There's another, looks like a 5-story building across the way. So we're swinging back out. And I'm going to take you to this open house. Going a little bit fast because I have a car behind me. It's apparently in a rush. With that lovely on the left folded Spanish moss hanging. And look how impeccably the grounds are maintained. It's a beautiful thing about Palm Aire. Now, depending on what building you're in, your HOA fees, they'll always include the landscaping. But some buildings also include Wi-Fi and cable television. Some buildings don't. Some buildings will allow you to have a washer dryer in the unit. Some buildings won't. So you really have to pay attention when you have a certain checklist to make sure you get in a building that allows you to have what you want to have, such as an animal, a washer dryer in the building, or whatever it is on your checklist. The golfers up there to the right, one of 3 golf courses. I think at the beginning I started to talk about the golf courses. So it was really developed as a golf course community, one of the first in Broward County, and it had 5 golf courses. Over the years, as really it seems like the interest in golf has waned a little bit, at least here in Eastern Broward. 2 of the golf courses were abandoned and dug out, and they're lakes now. So the units that used to have a view of the golf course on the 2 golf courses that they got rid of now have a lake view. And they're really nice as well. So we're coming back to that 4-way stop. And I'm going to take you across the bridge ahead of us. There's a little canal that runs through Palm Aire as well. It's kind of a landmark as to which side of the canal you live on. So we're over here on the west side, which is the Oaks and Cypress Grove Golf Course, etc. Now we're going over this bridge, over the little canal, and we're coming on to South Course, North Course Drive, South Palm Aire Drive, and North Palm Aire Drive. These are the typical look of the buildings. These were developed first, the ones on this side of the canal. Canal's over there to the left. So this was the original development of Palm Aire. And then later on the other side of the canal, as the building progressed, more buildings went up. So, wind around over to Palm Aire Drive North, and there's Palm Aire Drive South. So your main north-south roads that connect you between the canal and Power Line Road where the casino is. Again, you see similar architecture from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And Palm Aire is really good about staying in compliance with the statute. To the left, there's some townhomes. You have different types of housing over here. They're really good at staying ahead of the curve, though, on the recent changes to the Florida law. But each building is at a different stage of complying with the inspection reports, structural engineer studies, and whatnot. So another thing that you need to look out for when you're buying in Palm Aire. These are lovely on the left, single-family homes that look out onto the golf course. Single-family homes are really nice. So I think you get an idea of how Palm Aire flows and what the amenities are. We passed by the Skolnick Center. There's another community center and places of worship at the other entrance, which is off the Power Line Road. So there's plenty to do. It's like a community within itself. And when you want to get out of the community to go shopping or hit restaurants or hit the beach or hit the highways, get to work, everything's really easy. A nice central location, Pompano Beach, Florida. So let's go look at a 1,600 square foot unit at gorgeous Palm Aire on the 5th floor. Okay, let's go inside. Now, when you first walk in, like any condo, it's got the opening, but look at this. When you come in, first thing that your eyes hit or is the lake view. Fabulous view. So this probably was one of the abandoned golf courses that's now been converted into a lake. And look at that view. Really tranquil with a nice balcony. You can sit out there, have your coffee, your tea, your charcuterie, whatever it is. Beautiful. So if I spin us around, huge living room. This is part of this 1,600 square feet. Now this unit is called the F unit at Palm Aire, and it's historically a 3-bedroom unit. So let's go look at the primary. Here's your living and dining area. Huge. Now we whip over here. It's a split floor plan. So we have the primary bedroom, again, with a view of the water. You can see that behind me. Fabulous lake view. Spinning around back into the primary. Nice sized closet. Looks to be about 5 by 5 with some nice built-ins. We'll come over back through the hallway and look at the nice big tub, separate shower, toilet, vanity. This is not the original. This has definitely been updated by someone, but not this owner, according to the agent that gave me the preliminary tour. And then we'll go on the other side of the living room and see the other 2 bedrooms. So there's always a bedroom that doesn't have a view, and that's this one. It's at the catwalk. So this could be your guest bedroom or your office. Again, a nice walk-in closet with built-ins. And then if we walk back through the hallway, we've done a nice job in traying the ceilings and whatnot. Now we can walk into here and see the bathroom. So here we have a single vanity, nice toilet, and tub shower combo. And into this third bedroom, really, which has been used as an office by the current owner. Just a delicious view of the lake. So there you go. And the other thing that I really love about this bedroom are the doors. Look at those gorgeous doors. They slide like a barn door, but they're modern and contemporary instead of the barn door look. But very good. Some people put French doors there. Some people put pocket doors there. Some people just leave the original door. But that one's nice. Then we're going to come in here. You can enter either from the front or from the living and dining area. So this is the kitchen. All right. This guy likes wine. We know that. Nice stove with the new trending grayish color. Nice cabinetry. Very beautiful Italian cabinetry. See, like these here. I love how he brought the matching countertops and handles and super efficient use of space. You have 3 panels of this kind of space. They also have, if I kick it here, down here, terrific space. Pulls out. Really nice. And then you can access the kitchen from the front door, as you can see. And here's also an area for the washer and dryer, which is not allowed in every unit, as earlier discussed. So, beautiful place. Looks like I have someone else coming in for the open house. So, I will bid you adieu. Let's go to the next one. So thanks for joining me on our little tour of open houses at Aire today. I am finishing the tour in front of Aire's. It's now called the Pomp. So right through there, it's going to be like Disneyland. Already it's started. Aire's has brought a fabulous casino in. Get some construction fences here. But the casino's in, the Top Golf is in, and there are going to be restaurants and so many things to do. Let's check out the construction here. Look at this. Looking through the fence, I mean, this is acres and acres, property under construction, buildings in the background. There's going to be some retail spaces there. There's going to be retail, apartment rentals, restaurants. Fantastic, just multiple acres. So if you want to live near the action and all the new stuff going on in Pompano, Aire's the place for you, baby. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel, share this video with anyone that you know that might be interested in buying the properties we toured today, or anyone that might be interested in buying in Aire or Pompano Beach. Subscribe to my channel, hit the little bell, and hit me up any way you like. Thanks again for all of your time. Deuces.